This morning I'm at West Ealing railway station on my way to Heathrow Terminal 5, where I'm going to be travelling onward to Riga in Latvia to watch the England-Latvia game. The train has just arrived, Elizabeth Line train has just arrived into West Ealing, so I'm doing that now, and I'll see you at the airport. Catch you later. Hello there. I've now arrived in Heathrow Terminal 5. It's just gone 8 o'clock. My plane isn't until 10:40, so I've got a bit of time. I've already checked in online, so I basically just got to go to through the security. Let's just have a look now. They normally tell you which is the busiest, and there's north and south at this terminal. I don't know if you can see that, but basically they're both the same, so no difference to which you go through. Normally find that the south one is quieter, but not this morning. This is Terminal 5, opened in 2008. It's the largest freestanding structure in the UK, and until 2012 was solely used by British Airways. Since 2012 it's one of the hubs for IAJ, which is International Airlines Group, which includes British Airways and Iberia, Spanish airline. So there's security there, and I'll go through there and see you at the other side. Bye bye for now. Right, I'm through security. Wasn't too bad, to be honest. It's now 18 minutes past 8. Plane it's at 10:40, and the gate's not going to be shown until 9:50, so got a while to wait. So I'm going to try and go and get some breakfast somewhere. Looks fairly busy there, so bit of a queue. So I'll have a wander around now, and I'll see you later. Bye bye for now. Hello again. Well, I've ended up in the Crown Rivers, which is the Wetherspoons in Terminal 5. Just ordered a breakfast, a coffee and an orange juice. So I'm waiting for that to come, and I'll tuck into that and see you later. Bye bye for now. Well, that's breakfast finished. As usual with Wetherspoons, cheap and cheerful, but it does a job for now. A bit more expensive in the airport than it is outside for Wetherspoons, which you expect. So I'll have a little wander around through the airport. It's still about an hour before the gates are announced, so just have a little wander. Duty frees there. It's getting quite busy in here now. Although the Wetherspoons, surprisingly, was quite quiet. Plenty of seats available. So seats, but they're just open. With this terminal, you've got satellite gates. Got to get a transit, so just open where this flight's on one of the A gates. Otherwise, B and C gates, you've got to get the train or the transit. So okay, well, I'll have a little wander around. I'll have a sit down and then wait for the gate, and then I'll join you again. Bye bye for now. Right, it's 20 to 10, and the gate has been announced, and there's a bit of a result. It's one of the A gates, A23, so I'm going to get the shuttle, so I'm on my way down there now. I think it looks like it's the end gate. A23 is the last gate on the board. So most probably a bit of a walk, but I haven't got to get the shuttle train, so it's a bit of a result. So I'll wander through the airport. As you can see, it's getting very busy now. Duty frees. Alcohol, perfume on the other side. Flight is due to take 2 hours 45, so we're due into Riga at 3:25 their time, which is 2 hours ahead of the UK. So it's quite a long flight. And the weather forecast isn't brilliant. I think it's going to be raining for the 3 days that I'm there, so not good.
How are you? Are you away?
Over to the right. Nice few gates. Fort of the Masons. Champagne. Over there, waiting to be seated. So a queue to get in that one. Right, so then these are the end gates. I'll go and find my gate now and get ready to join the plane. So I'll either see you on the plane, depending on how busy it is, or see you when I arrive in Riga. Okay, bye bye for now. Right, so just arrived in Riga. Flight was on time, maybe about 5 minutes ahead of schedule, but we've had to do the new checks that are required when you come into the EU, so fingerprints and photographs taken so that we can use electronic gates in the future. So hopefully that stops all the messing around when we go to EU countries in the future. I'm now going to look for a taxi. I'm most probably going to get a Bolt taxi and then go into town to the hotel where I'll see you again. It's been raining here, but it's not too cold, so bye for now. Right, I arrived in the Old Town. I actually ended up getting a bus at the end because there was a bus in. So it cost less than €2, so a bit of a result really. And now I've got to walk to the hotel. It's most probably a 15-20 minute walk through the Old Town, so have a look at some of the sights on the way through. See some of the old buildings there. Now these statues are all here. Let's have a quick look. Monument to the Latvian riflemen, 1915 to 1920. So. Obviously the First World War. Okay, right, so I'll leave you again now, and I'll try and find my hotel. When I get there, then I'll rejoin. Bye bye for now. See a bit of the Old Town here actually before I go. Very Dutch. Not sure what that is, but I will find out and update it on the vlog. I'm walking through the Old Town. There's bars and restaurants by here, so most probably this is where I'll be later on this evening. Go. Very nice. way. So I think there's plenty of restaurants and bars here. Okay, I'll leave you for now. I'm trying to find out where my hotel is. I think I'm hopefully heading in the right direction, so I'll join you again when I'm there. Bye for now. Right, just arrived at the hotel. As I say, it was must be about a 20-minute walk from where the bus dropped me off. Had a bit of a shower, not too much. So we've arrived. There it is. What a big hotel. There's a beer museum outside. Interesting. So there we go. So I'm going to go and check in now, and then I'll see you in the room. See you. And I'm in the room. Happy with the room. There's the bathroom to start with. Very clean. Nice shower. Rain shower. So happy with that. It's got a safe. Open wardrobe. I've got the USB sockets there for charging the phone. Nice big telly. Don't think I'll be watching that too much though. There's a mini bar which is payable, and you've got a coffee machine, and that's a coffee machine, and it's got your coffee pods, so that's handy for the morning. Bottle opener if you decide to have a bottle of wine. And there is the view from the room. So yeah, it's not a bad view. It's better than the one that I had in Belgrade, to be honest. That was just like a backyard, but at least there's a bit more to see there. As you can see, it's very grey at the moment. But, I've got to go down to the river now to do my boat trip. So I'll see you down there. Bye for now. Hello there. Well, I'm on the boat, and it's not looking good news. They wait until 6 o'clock to see whether they can go. Apparently the weather's very bad at the moment. Just have a look out the window. As you can see, the river's quite high and it's pretty choppy. So I'm not sure whether we're going to be able to go. I'll let you know later. Bye for now. It's not running because the weather's too bad, so they've given us a free drink. So I've got a large cider, and then I'll go into the Old Town and get something to eat. But yeah, the boat is too choppy by the sounds of it. And it doesn't look like it's going to improve, so unfortunately it's been cancelled. Speak to you later when I get to the Old Town. Bye for now. Oh, that was a bit disappointing, but there we go. That can't be helped, I suppose. But there was a bit of an altercation on there. They started to try and charge us for drinks when they basically told us if the boat didn't go, then you get a complimentary drink. So they backed down in the end. But there we go. It is what it is. So there it is. The river is quite high, but I mean, they basically said you could come back tomorrow, but the weather's going to be no different tomorrow. There were a couple there that tried to get on the 12 o'clock boat trip, and then were told to come back 6 o'clock tonight because the weather was too bad then. So it hasn't changed all day, and it's going to be exactly the same tomorrow. So it's a shame, but it is what it is. Can't be helped. It's a safety thing, and anyway, you don't want to be going on the river if the boat can't handle it. So there we go. So walking out down to the old town, I'm going to go and get some grub. So there's the river. I'm not going to see the scenic trip that was meant to have been, but the weather's not brilliant anyway. Don't know what we would have seen. It's quite misty around in certain parts. So let's go over to the old town and get some food, because I must admit I am a bit hungry now. As well now, the wind's blowing up. It's quite icy. I think this weather's in for the 3 days that I'm here as well, so that's really good. Down here, and then over to the old town, which is over that way. And see what I can find food-wise. As well. Yeah, it is a bit of a shame with the old boat trip. I enjoyed the one that we went to Daugava the other week, but obviously with the weather can't take a chance, I suppose. Right, I'll leave you again, and I'll come back when I found somewhere to eat. So this is the place that I've ended up in. I'm not sure how you pronounce that, Eddie and Cart. It's a traditional Latvian the locals in here. And I've ordered the chicken fillet with basmati rice and mango sauce. So I'll give that a go. Various things there. I don't know if you can see this. There. Very relaxing place. As I say, it's mainly locals in at the moment. It's fairly early evening at the moment, it's only about 6:30. So I'll show you what the food when it comes. See you later. So the food's arrived. And there it is. So I'll tuck into that now and let you know the verdict. Speak later. So I just left the restaurant. There's the outside of it. Obviously, because of the weather, no one sat out there today. But yeah, it was a nice little place. The food was lovely. Didn't film any more in there because it got really busy in there. There were reserved tables and filled up fairly quickly. So didn't want to intrude. Yeah, so yeah, I'd give the food 8 out of 10. Chilled atmosphere, nice staff, so glad I went in there. So let's go further into the old town now and see what we can find. Still drizzling a bit. Some places down there. Let's have a look, see what's going on. I don't know whether to go down here, or it seems fairly quiet, but I expect everyone's inside. So we'll go down here. Look what's going on. Yeah, I think I come up this way earlier when I got dropped off by the bus. Very quiet at the moment. And I think this is right on the edge of the old town, so it's probably more lively as you go further on in. Yeah, it's a shame about the weather, it's a bit of a downer on it. Actually, I need to get some cash out, so there's a ATM here. I think I'll use that. So I'll leave you again and catch you somewhere later. Well, I'm in a bar in the old town. Just going to have a couple of pints here, most probably. It's only about 8 o'clock, but it seems fairly dead around, to be honest. So we'll see how it goes. But it's quite a small little bar. They've got a pint of cider in there, so I'm happy with that. So I'll see you later when I get back to the hotel. Cheers. Right. Just left the cartel bar. Just had one pint of cider in there. There's a few England fans in there. It's quite quiet, really. So I'm going to head back up towards the hotel now. I might have an early night. It's only about 8:30, but I might have a beer in the hotel bar and then get ready for tomorrow. So I'll speak to you in the morning. Bye bye for now. This is going to be the last time for tonight now. I'm back in the hotel. I've had a quick wander around. There's a few bars outside. but they don't do cider, so I've come into the hotel which they do. It's only €6 for it's got a large glass, so I'm quite happy with that. Cheaper than back home anyway. So I'll have that now. I'll probably go back up to the room. What's the time? It is fairly early, to be honest. It's only 10 to 9. So finish that. Whatever. Right cut for the room, and then have an early night, and then get up early tomorrow to do a bit of filming around the Old Town. But hopefully the weather's going to be better than what it is at the moment. It's absolutely emptying down out there. I think that's going to be the same as tomorrow's, to be honest, and hopefully it's not going to be during the game, but I think it is, because the ground is all open, not a roof on the stadium, so it's going to be an enjoyable evening watching the football as well, by the sounds of it. There we go. Good night.
It's because Steve got his hat, Steve got his fucking wax hat. What?
Hello there. Well, it's the morning after the game and I've just checked out the hotel, and as you can see the weather is still not very good. It's been like it for 3 days. I must apologise, I haven't really done a lot of filming because of the weather. Obviously the boat trip was cancelled on Monday, and watched the football, open air stadium, and it rained during the game, so it hasn't really been that pleasant, to be honest. I would have liked to have shown more of Riga. I'm most probably going to have to come back here sometime and show you again. It's a nice place, but it's not much fun filming when the weather's like this. So my flight now is not until 20 to 4. So I'll have a little wander around them. May show you some of the old town as I'm walking through. Got a bus back to the airport, but it's not very pleasant to be walking around, to be honest. These places where, even though it's sort of green, like America, the cars still come round. Take the life of your hands. On the other side. As you can see, it's pretty miserable. The game last night, which England won 5-0, was pretty similar to this. It rained from the majority of the game. So I'm going to go head for the airport. The flight isn't until 20 to 4, but have a little wander around, make it something to eat. It is a bit damp and miserable. Still haven't excuse me, wander around the old town there yesterday. Some nice buildings there, but as I say, it's not the best of weather to be wandering around and trying to film. Not very pleasant at all. We're heading over towards the old town now. One of the cathedrals there. Again, as in Serbia, there's no filming inside, so fancy looking building. the wires there for the trolley buses. There we go. Monument there. See what that's all about. Get across here now. Go. Some warm and warm by the looks of it. You can see that there's some soldiers there. I'll let you know what that is. I don't know exactly what it's for at the moment. There's no actual explanation on there, so we'll have a look at that and let you know. Nice, excuse me. Nice parks around the centre. Got a canal there. No actual lights here, so you gotta go for it. McDonald's there. So there we are, that's the Freedom Monument. I just heard a guide saying there, I don't know whether you heard that. 1935 that was built. They said I would have loved to have shown more of the old town, but I arrived on Monday, it's now Wednesday. Boat trip was cancelled. I guess they was pretty poor with the weather. Let's see what this is, you know. So this is the powder tower. Yeah, there we are. So it's the Freedom Monument as well, which is what we just passed. So again, by the looks of this, I don't know if you can make that out, but there's soldiers engraved in the top bit there. So we're in the old town now. Apologies for the noise, it's the case on the pavement here. It's not very smooth, to be honest. So this is Dome Square. Wait for the van to reverse in a minute. And it's obviously named after the church that's here. Church down the bottom there. Right. Timer for midday. That one. Go down for this one down here. I'd love to have done a lot of these places yesterday and Friday, but say the weather's been horrendous. Actually eased off a bit now, but seems to be like that, and all of a sudden you have a bit of a downpour again. There are a lot of churches around here. They're all trying at the moment. So down there, I don't know whether you can see that, that's the river which runs through the Riga, the Daugava River. Another park around there. So I'll go back up there, actually go along the river and then walk up from there. Rain's eased off at the moment, so that's good news. There's the river. That's where I was the other night. By that bridge, I don't know if you can make it out. That's where the boat went from, or was meant to be going from. But it didn't happen in the end. So hopefully you've had a bit of a feel of Riga and the Old Town. Said I would have liked to show more, but the weather's just been horrendous, so we're back in the Old Town. Which will get the best of the airport. The old town dates back to medieval times. There's the back of the church that was chiming. Museum there. Dates back to 1773. Yeah, Riga was always one of my places I wanted to go to. So, fortunately, coincided with England playing here, so ticked it off. So we're going to head back now to where first arrived in Riga on Monday night or Monday afternoon. So hopefully you've enjoyed what you've seen. I say I apologise for not being able to show more, but because of the weather it's not been brilliant. So there we are, this is where we first arrived on Monday. Got the Dutch looking buildings there. Saying 1334 on there. Basically we were saying there's clean drinking water there. I thought I said what the statue was about, but nothing on there. So thank you for watching. If you've enjoyed, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you the next time. Bye bye for now.